After weeks of getting demolished by tough bosses, experimenting with builds, and doubting my sanity, it can mean only one thing. Nioh 3 has finally arrived. There's so much to unpack with this game, and today I'll break down what gets it right, where it falls short, and if it's really worth sinking hours of your life into its chaotic grid. Just a heads up, there will be light spoilers, but nothing major, and stick around to the end for my thoughts on the ending. So first, Nioh 3 is an action roleplay Souls-like with open world exploration. It's a huge step up from its predecessor with small and big changes. Notably, its open world and combat system had a huge rework. From a mission to mission system in Nioh 2, Nioh 3 takes a different approach this time, dropping you into an open world map right off the tutorial instead of the usual mission select structure. It's a big shift and it changes the pacing right away. You're free to explore, pick fights, or chase side objectives without being funneled down a linear path. On top of that, the combat has been reworked into two distinct styles, ninja and samurai. Each mode comes with its own rhythm and trade-offs. Ninja leans into mobility, quick dodges, rapid strikes, and a hit-and-run flow that rewards staying light on your feet. It's great for players who like weaving in and out of danger, but it can feel a bit fragile if you mistime your movements. Samurai mode, on the other hand, is all about commitment, heavier swings, tighter parries, and a more grounded stance that trades speed for raw impact. It feels powerful, but you really have to pick your moments. Switching between the two adds a fresh layer of strategy and keeps encounters from feeling repetitive. Now that the basics are covered, hey, just a quick break here to tell you to like, subscribe, and comment on the video. For a small channel, any of those would help the reach of the channel a lot. Now back to the video. Let's talk about weapons. I personally enjoyed the new system where points can be assigned to each weapon even without prior use, unlike Nioh 2. Additionally, the new combat options unlocked from shooting the things in the sky are useful, as you don't unlock your full moveset right off the bat. The weapons feel so smooth with barely any end lag and flow into each other in transition as well. And now for one of the most important parts of the Nioh games, enemies. There are numerous yokai from both the old Nioh games and brand new ones. They're all mostly fair compared to Nioh 2, with fewer frustrating and BS tricks from the devs to straight up slime us out. The overworld includes this cast of yokai, with multiple battle arenas that throw waves of enemies at you. The bosses are all wonderfully made, except for some. Each boss has a diverse moveset that doesn't feel spammy or overused, with different combos and combo variants. Some bosses do have some janky hitboxes or way too large AoEs, but for the most part, all are carefully and beautifully crafted. This leads to the second most important thing about Nioh, the difficulty. To be honest, the difficulty was a weird one for me. I struggled a lot with the first bosses of the game, but as time went on, it started getting easier. I didn't have my 2-week struggle on a single boss like Nioh 2, but that might just be because that was my first Souls game. It might be because the ninja tools and spirit skills are so spammable and inflict other statuses if done correctly, which just drains the boss's health. I could spam my projectiles and go in for an opening, and then spam my skills to spam projectiles again. Obviously, that's an over-exaggeration of the gameplay, as you actually need skill to beat every single boss. It's just that some bosses lose 10 to 20% of their HP from pure spam that could have been avoided. This might be a small nitpick, as I haven't really researched public opinion on any of this yet, so it's all just pure personal opinion. So if anything I said pissed you off, then get a job, man, like, chill out. But story-wise, I understand the time traveling aspect, but it affects how I connect with the characters. Since each new time period introduces mostly new characters other than the main protagonist, I end up forming new connections each time instead of deepening relationships with existing ones. This makes it harder for me to feel invested in their stories compared to Nioh 2, which had more time to develop its cast. For me, this feels like a missed opportunity. The result is that many main side characters from each timeline are less memorable. Of course, that could partly be my own memory, so let me know if you had a different experience. So in conclusion, Nioh 3 is a wonderful game that expanded on many of the strengths of its predecessor, but may have been too ambitious to a point where it backfired on the story's strengths. I would recommend it to any soul enjoyer out there and anyone who likes the style. I think it's an underappreciated series that I don't see as much talk about it as it deserves. That's all for the video. If you have any game related comments or you disagree with my takes, feel free to leave a comment on it. On this channel, I actually post devlogs for my coding games, so it would be wonderful if you check them out. Specifically, it's an Undertale inspired game that focuses on preserving childhood innocence. Thank you. It might be that the ninja tools and spirit skills that are so spammable